Well, from Westminster to the front line, let's talk to the people who are really making a difference on a day-to-day basis. So we're joined now by Richard Harker.
Hello,
He's a manager here at the Ambulance Make Ready Centre. Richard, you look after a huge number of vehicles here, including these impressive ambulances behind us. One went out actually just a few minutes ago. What do these ones do?
Sure. Well, this is our specialist area for our hazardous area response team. So they're paramedics that are specifically trained to go into hazardous areas such as smoke-filled buildings, cliff rescues and into water.
So thankfully not used on a day-to-day basis, even though we did see one go out today. Why don't we just take a walk through with our lovely Steadicam cameraman Joe behind us, and be careful of a few of the cables that we've got here. First for 5 News, we're going to have a look in this fantastic garage over here, Richard, and just tell me what goes on here, because this is basically the start and stop hub, isn't it, for when ambulances come in and out of the day-to-day basis. I suppose it's a bit like a big garage, isn't it?
Sure. So we can maximise the time of our paramedics on the road. We've got these make-ready centres, so paramedics can start their shift, take them straight out, and when they come back, the vehicles are fuelled, checked by the mechanics, which is over in that area there.
You can have a look over there, Joe, just very quickly, and we can see where they get sorted out over there. So I suppose they're ready for the road, aren't they?
So they're washed, stocked, fuelled, checked mechanically, so they're ready for the road.
It's also important to make sure they've got all the life-saving equipment. Come and have a look over here. One of your colleagues just back from a shift, I imagine. Hi there.
Sure.
Nice to see you tonight. And you've got pretty much everything you need in the back of one of these vehicles to deal with life-saving situations.
Sure. So this is one of our single response vehicles. Pretty much carries exactly the same equipment as an ambulance, apart from, obviously in a smaller vehicle, we wouldn't have the moving patient equipment such as stretchers in here. But all the life-saving equipment we need.
And down here you've got a defibrillator. We were looking at it earlier. It's got one of these tags on, which suggests that it's ready to go by the paramedics.
That's right. So we know, by having these green tags on, we know as paramedics that this bag's been checked and it's fully serviceable and ready to go.
OK, so that's the second stage. Come back behind me here now, Richard, if you come with me, if you don't mind, because we're going to show you another very important room. This is where the ambulances get restocked, isn't it? This is where all the equipment is, the drugs are, all those important bandages and whatnot. And I suppose certain teams, in you come, guys, certain teams would restock this overnight. Hello there, nice to see you. Sorry we're disturbing you tonight. What goes on in this room, Richard?
Sure, so we've got our make-ready operatives that'll be cleaning all the bags, restocking them. So these are all the consumables that you will find on a frontline vehicle.
Great, OK. And what's fantastic, I suppose, you don't have to go to hospitals to restock, and the drugs come to you here, don't they?
Absolutely. So we have a separate area for our medicines management. We've got a new state-of-the-art system to check and record all of our medicines now. So that's just in another area. But yeah, all the consumables here are ready to go.
You look after a large number of paramedics here. How's morale at the moment, would you say, Richard?
Well, I think morale is a concern, and I think it's directly affected by how busy we are. You know, paramedics and ambulance clinicians start their shifts and they're out for the day. They're going from call to call, and we are busy.
So if there's one message to Jeremy Hunt, if he's watching tonight, what would it be?
Sure. Well, I think more staff and just carrying on doing what we're doing. I think as a service, I think we do incredibly well with clinical innovations and with our state-of-the-art vehicles and equipment.
You do a great job. Thank you so much for letting us stay here for you today, Richard, and the best of luck for the rest of your shift.